When I look at a plant, I appreciate not just its form, but its structure, and I look at how it's growing. Like I can see an older leaf that's kind of like the grandma or the grandpa, and that it's been through a lot. And then you can see the next generation of the next leaf, and it's still a little tattered, but it's greener. And then additionally the next leaf. There's always, you know, the greener leaf next. My name is Keri, and I own and operate Plant Party. It's basically my life. I think I was interested in getting into plants, or like that being my career, because it was a very wild endeavor, like in itself. It was nothing that I'd been taught in school. It was just something I felt like was underrated and that people would enjoy. And then just like the blend of, I've always wanted to do like sculpture, art, and plants. Both my grandmothers were into plants. My grandmother on my dad's side was very like traditional, like greens, foliage, like big foliage and flowers and gardening, all that. And then my muma, she was actually my stepmom's mom. I was really, really close to her. And she had like the cool, weird things like stick plants and crypsalises and the begonia maculata, just like the strange, you know, more rare, fun plants that you didn't traditionally see in a grocery store. Actually, people look for plants here now, more typical plants. I mean, I think that's kind of though like the bridge that I like being for people, is that it's exciting talking plants with people, but with people who already know plants, there's kind of like this, there's like 50-50. There's people who are really into plants, and there's people who are just like rattling off the Latin name just to say it, you know? People who don't really know plants, it's kind of exciting to like share this world with them. So a lot of common plants that sell here, but it is nice to have a display of like what they could work up to, what's out there, what, you know, it's nice to have that here. They're interactive. You can put in energy to them if you know the correct energy to put towards them. I think just like the interaction of putting energy and seeing a return, and it not really having anything to say back, but just living and creating. It's just never ending. Even when there's a death to the plant, there's still energy in a stem or like a bulb, and it's just storing the energy. And then in spring, it bulbs back out. There's still another season to come. You know, there's still a newness that we can create within ourselves. And I think plants really display that in an art form